Thank you all for coming. Wasn't good. I'm lost for words. I just spoke to the team on several thoughts that came to mind. No one could have told me that this game was going to turn out like this. With the week of preparation that we had, with the meetings that we had, the film study and the preparation that we had, no one could have told me that it was going to turn out like this. But Lord, thank you. Thanking God for not allowing me to say what I wanted to say. Wasn't good. Wasn't good at all. I take full responsibility of the foolishness that went on out there, that we tried to name football. We tried to call it football. It wasn't that. We got to do better in every phase of the game. We got to do better in preparing our kids. We got to do better. Here, let's go.
We heard from Coach Prime right there, and I don't know if we've ever heard a Coach Prime, or maybe not ever, just sound that kind of, I would say, defeated. You know, he said he was at a loss for words, and this was a performance that was fairly embarrassing for the Big 12 opener, coming off a Delaware game where you didn't play as well as you should have. And, you know, Coach Prime, he pretty much said it. He goes, no one could have told me the game was going to turn out like this. And obviously, there's a lot of things to point at, whether it's the quarterback situation, whether it's the offensive line, the lack of a running game, creativity offensively, defense giving up, 400 damn near yards again. But this is a team and a coach right now looking for answers.
Yeah, I don't know how many times Coach Prime doesn't have words for something.
Right.
And it's very concerning to me that the team is in this place right now, heading into week 4 of the season, where Coach Prime is looking for answers. But the vibe I kind of get from all of that is like, I don't know right now, but I'm going to know soon.
Yeah.
And changes are going to be made. And maybe that's wishful thinking on my part, but not having answers right now is not, that's okay. You don't have to have the answers right now. But answers have to be found very quickly.
Very quickly. In a rush, in a hurry. Coach Prime said he took responsibility. He said this coaching staff has to do a better job of preparing this team. This was not a prepared football team to come out here and win a game tonight. And that's got to change. Back at Folsom Field next week for Wyoming, they got to get right.
Nikki, go ahead and start.
Hi, Coach. Deborah, Yahoo Sports. How would you assess Ryan Staub's performance this evening?
Staub didn't play well. I saw what you saw. He did not play well today. That wasn't his best, to say the least.
I realize the game just ended, but how do you manage your quarterback situation going forward?
I have no idea. I have no idea right now. Right now, I'm not thinking about that. I'm thinking about what transpired and how can we prevent what transpired from happening again. Trying to self-analyze, like me first, what can I do better?
This coach right there on Ryan Staub, who didn't mince words. He didn't play well. For the second week in a row, Coach Prime said something to the effect of, I saw what you all saw. It was a positive note last week with Ryan Staub, and the opposite direction this week against Houston, right? 2 late kind of interceptions and kind of garbage time, but even before that, aside from maybe 2 drives right before the half, this was another disjointed effort and performance from this offense. And we talk about it a lot on the postgame show, which y'all should go check out right now on our YouTube. But there is a common denominator of this offense, whether it's Caden Salter in week 1, a little bit in week 2, Julian Lewis and his kind of very limited action in week 2, or Ryan Staub today. This is a disjointed offense that's looking for answers, looking for an identity. That's what this team needs to find, and hopefully we see some answers next week.
Yeah, it's unfortunate for Ryan Staub because he had a golden opportunity tonight, and I think that Coach Prime was hopeful that he would take the starting job, run with it, and never look back. But as him essentially saying he doesn't know what they're going to do at quarterback is about the furthest thing from a vote of confidence in Ryan Staub moving forward. So I say we're back where we started, but I mean we're back where we started before August.
Yeah.
And that also is worrisome.
Coach, you mentioned you nobody could have told you that this was going to transpire the way it was tonight. Did you, going into this one, did you like the offensive plan and kind of what you guys had?
think I'm gonna go into a game and don't like what we're gonna do? That don't make sense.
No, it
No,
don't.
I'm going, I like, what we saw on film and the opportunities that the film showed us that we could take advantage of. I like the plan. I mean, I meet with the coordinators, before we even get on the plane on a Thursday this time, or Wednesday as well. So I know, I know what I want to see and kind of know what we're planning to do. But I'm telling you, man, we had a wonderful week of practice, a wonderful week of preparation. So I'm still dumbfounded on what transpired. You guys tell me.
Thanks, Coach.
All right. You guys have a safe trip home, please.
First straight week after a game, we're talking about finding an offensive identity. I asked Coach Ryan right there in that clip about it, and he said it was a good question. I think the reason he set that aside from me asking a really good question was him not knowing the answer to that question of why this team hasn't been able to find an identity when so much time and effort was spent this offseason in improving the offensive line and building a run-first kind of identity. And that's what Coach Prime kind of alluded to there. He said he feels like we have the talent, the players to be physical, to run the ball consistently, but they haven't shown the commitment to it, right? A couple tackles for loss earlier in the game shouldn't deter you from running the football, especially in a game against a team like Houston offensively that shouldn't be putting up a lot of points, right? They did tonight. They put up a lot of yards tonight. They put up a lot of points, but that was partly due to the offense's inability to stack drives together, put points on the board, and too many damn 3-and-outs. This team needs to find an offensive identity, and it has to start with the run game. I think Coach Prime knows that, but we got to see it in action.
I think the word identity is this team's biggest problem across the board. And it's not just offense, though the offense absolutely lacks identity. I think the defense lacks identity. I think that the team as a whole doesn't necessarily know who they are, what they're about. And the running the ball narrative fueled the entire offseason.
Yes.
But it's not easy to become a team who runs the ball. Running the ball is a full-on culture. And running a team that is committed to running the football does not care if they have 2nd and 9.
Yeah.
They're happy going back to it because they believe in it. This team's not there yet, and it was probably wishful thinking to think that they could go from being a damn near air raid offense last year to a team who actually believes in running the ball. It is hard to become a team that believes in running the ball until you've seen it and proved it over a long period of time. They're nowhere near that, but if they want to commit to that, which we've seen flashes that it could be something that they could commit to and hang their hat on, they got to really, really do it.
I know Simeon Price should be a part of that identity in the run game, but that's going to wrap it up for us here from Houston, Texas, a city that treated us really well, aside from the result I heard tonight. But we'll be back in Boulder this week for week 4 against Wyoming. See you there.